Okay, we've got second period action here. First game of the Kelowna tourney, 2014. November something or other. Oh, it's November 8th. No, November 7th. It's November 7th today. My sister gets married on the 8th, so I know it's the 7th. And we've got power play time for another, 7-8 seconds. And the clock is stopped, so we might get stop time for the last two periods. It was running time in the first period. Hard to tell. We'll figure things out as they go along here. Williams wins that face-off, back for Haller. Haller off the boards, that'll go into the blue zone. Kelowna back to gather it. Trying to get it off the boards. They get that by Williams and goes right back to Haller. Haller coming into the zone, puts it in, nobody's offsides. 14 gets it and puts it off the boards and out. Martin right back into the blue zone. Power play's over, so we're 5-on-5 now. 13 goes across the line, but on the far side, one of her players was offside. So stoppage of play, looks like 13 and change left in the second period. 1-0 Kelowna, if you're just joining us. Victoria, the hero of the first period. Wild goalie making all kinds of saves. 16 clears it in wide. No ice going to be called on this. Now across the crease. Back to the point, knocked down by a high stick to herself, but Wild must have touched it first or the referee didn't see it. Back in their own zone is blue. Kelowna up the boards. And Martin intercepts that. Now Williams digging at it. It's going to go down the boards, and once more Martin bumps it out. Across for number 2. Tries to put a backhand to another player. Instead goes right into a Wild player. Langstrad digging in there as well. With Williams. Williams clears it out. 17, so dangerous with the high shots. Victoria jumps on the low shot there. The shot was coming up and took a dive right before it got to Victoria. Victoria freezes that with... I'm sorry, folks, from here I can't really see the clock. I can see the Clark. She's out there going to take the face-off. Clark, number 9. One of 2 Olivias on the team. Savannah out there as well. This is cleared down. And icing's waved off on this, not sure why. Clark with a backhand shot. Stopped there by the goalie. Blue trying to dig it out here. And they will. They get by Haller. Spencer takes it away. Shot again. And Victoria stopped the first shot. Rebound came right out to a blue player. Puts it up and over Victoria, I believe. Hard to see all the way from down here, but it is a 2-0 lead with... I can't tell you folks how much time is left. I'm sorry, I can't really read the clock from here. So 2-0 Kelowna. Out shooting the Wild probably 20-1 at this point. Wild really haven't been able to penetrate the zone and get a good shot off. They've had a couple of shots from the point. Everything's been blocked by the blue players. So no luck so far for the Wild. We'll see what happens. There's Roberts, the new player on the team, giving chase in the corner. On the sideboards. This will be offsides. Should have been... Okay, they have delayed offsides here in the Canadian tournament. Still offside. 9. Clears it in. Victoria going to cover it there. No, that bounces out in front. Victoria makes a second save on the rebound. Now Haller trying to put it off the boards. Not quite out. But Funfar and Williams managed to get that thing out of the zone. 10 turning around, bringing it back in. Haller puts it to the corner. 10 rescues it there and walks up the sideboards. Comes across the middle. Passes it now to a teammate. Far corner. Kelowna takes a swipe at it at the point, misses that. Williams with a poke check. It goes back in for Haller. Haller puts it up the middle, intercepted by Blue. but the captain there, Kate Funfar, will get a piece of this. Working in, she's got Amanda trailing. She puts it in behind the net. Excuse the zoom, give me a second here. I'm back. Back there, Panda. Now rebound, she tries to take a shot. Stopped there by Blue. And back out of the zone. Martin, center ice. Short pass across, and well offside is Roberts, the new player on the team. May not be familiar with the offside rule yet. And even when you are, that gets confusing at times. You're just thinking about scoring a goal. Dangerous play by Spencer, cutting in front of her own net, but she gets away with it this time. Now it's taken away. Center ice, number 3. Sorry, that's my finger in the frame. And here comes Martin. Martin racing it out, cuts through the middle, tries to dump it there for Funfar. Funfar cutting off to the left, so didn't get a piece of that. Now Funfar gets it behind the net. Sorry, folks, that's my finger again. 5, trying to dig it out of the zone. Gives it to 11, she'll carry it. Knocked away by Martin. 17, carries it across. Just goes wide. Victoria didn't get a piece of that. Coming out of the zone, Spencer. Spencer goes to the middle. She'll get a shot off here, and this goes wide. Little flipper that ended up going about 4 or 5 feet in the air. Just going wide, though. And here comes Kelowna back the other direction. Hard shot goes wide. Back into the zone, kept in there by Blue at the point. Haller in behind her own net. Haller looking for an outlet pass. Puts it off the boards, right back to herself. Now Funfar will dig it out and down. That might go for ice. No, it did deflect off a Blue player, the ref is saying. Linesman, ref. Back outside the zone. Haller there. Bounces over her stick. Martin trying to help her out. Martin gets a piece of this before it gets to the net, so it ends up going wide. Now Martin in behind the net. Backhand shot by Blue. In front, stopped there by Victoria. Out to 7 in the slot, couldn't get a piece of it, and Congo's going to flip this all the way down. This will go for icing. It does. See how much time is left for you there, folks. It's 2-0 right now. 13:57 left in the second period. It is stop time now. So a 20-minute period, they're going to get their money's worth here today. Let me focus for you. There you go. Back at the point, 21. Bobbles through the crease. Victoria tried to pounce on that. Couldn't. It bounced past her. 7 now in the slot. Quick shot. Nice and hard right into the crest, though. Victoria holds on to that for a face-off. Face-off won by Blue. 14 at the point. Oh, and a deflection in front. Victoria manages to snag that between her legs. Had to adjust as the deflection came in from about 15 feet. Victoria coming across the net. Squeezed her legs on that puck and kept that from being a 3-0 game. Clark on the face-off. Wins this one in behind for Martin. Off the boards. Blue once more with a shot. That goes wide. 10. Shot in. Oh, and that Victoria made the initial stop on that. Deflected it off her glove through her legs. And it's 3-0 Kelowna. A couple of players come back to tell her it's okay. And again, I can't see the clock from here, so I'm not sure how much time is left. Williams wins the face-off forward, but 18 or 16 is going to get it there. Haller, taken away by Blue. Blue, hard high shot, glove save by Victoria, goes behind the net. Now in front, there's another clearing, or another pass across the crease, and popped home by Blue, so it's a 4-0 lead for Kelowna. Hopefully the focus was good enough there so you could see what happened. 12:57. So 2 goals in about 20 seconds time. And it's a 4-0 lead for Kelowna. Kelowna well out shooting the Wild here today. It was only a matter of time before they were going to take that lead. Victoria making all kinds of saves. Williams trying to dig it across the line. Can't. That was offsides, but nobody raised a hand, so it doesn't matter. 18 coming in. Victoria saves this one, steers it to the corner. Now 18 in the corner. Gets her own rebound, and here comes Williams trying to chip it out. Blue keeps it in. Shot off of Haller's leg. Colgan over in the corner. Sideboards, rather, right at the face-off dot. Now cleared out in front. Stopped there by Haller from getting through to the slot. And Elliott takes a swipe at it, can't clear it. Puck comes out front again, and that's stopped by our assistant captain, one of our alternate captains, and cleared down. That's Spencer, actually. Out of the zone once more. Here comes Spencer. Trying to cut across. Taken away. 17 on 17. Spencer wins that battle. She'll turn. She's got room up the middle during a line change. 17 takes it away from her again. And back into the zone. Here's 18. Pickpocketed there by Williams. Haller gets a piece of it. Puts it off the boards. And here comes Spencer again. A lot of energy coming out of the Wild. Just 2 lines. Just over 2 lines, really. Not a lot of defensemen here today. Or defensewomen, I should say. Olivia will stop that on the side of the net for a whistle. 4-0 right now for Kelowna. Oh, somewhere in the 11-minute range left in the second period. First period was run time. This is stop time. 20-minute period. I don't think these girls have ever played a full 20-minute period stop time before. Clark out there for the face-off. She's got Roberts on her right. Can't see who's on the left. 17, long, hard shot. 17's got a shot. Even in warm-ups we were noticing 17, 7, 5. But a few girls with some good shots. That sneaks through underneath the pads of Victoria. She just stood up from the previous shot, and that one came along the ice and snuck through. 5-0. Kelowna. And I'll get you a time. Oh, 10:48 left to play in the second period. Funfar. For those of you who have a Roku or sometimes a Blu-ray device attached to your television, or a Chromecast, or well, there's a number of different devices that'll do it now. Apple TV probably has YouTube too. But I picked up a Chromecast the other day. Anything you watch in your browser, you can project up onto your TV. So if you have a 60-inch big screen, you can watch the game. Much better vantage point. Victoria, 1, 2, 3 saves there. Back to the point, 14. Long shot in. That goes off a skate. Haller, I believe. I could be wrong. Could have been a Victoria save again. No shots up on the board, so I can't tell you how many shots have been taken so far, but it's been a lot. Clark trying to race it out. That gets poked away by 2 players on her. 4 clears it to 7. Coming across the middle. Martin watching her. Girls are here for the Four Nations Cup tournament. I'll tell you more about that at one of the whistle breaks. Pretty exciting for them. Up for 14. Funfar off the boards and down. Kelowna's going to gather this one here. Trying to get it by Funfar. Funfar takes it away. She might have a shot. No, taken away by 16 again. Off the boards, Funfar not happy to give that one up. Skates back hard to take it away again. But Blue wins this, coming out of the zone. 17 on 17. To the corner, she clears it across the middle. That's going to clear the zone, and here comes Funfar. Funfar tips it ahead, trying to get the breakaway here. She might have it. Funfar goes to the net, shot. That hits the side of the net, and the goalie covers it up. So that won't count as the second shot of the game, but pretty darn close. With, looks like maybe 8:44. Now they're doing run time. So 8:44 left here in the first period. Face-off for only the second or third time of the game, down in front of the Kelowna goaltender. Williams there to take the face-off. She got Haller behind her. This is one to really nobody, but Williams is going to get a shot. That dribbles through, goes wide. 5 coming out in front of her own net. Dangerous. Nobody can take it from her there. Here goes 5. 5, one of the stronger skaters on Kelowna. She'll wind up and Victoria makes the save. Now Williams goes by woman. Williams off the boards, trying to get by 17. Can't do it. Players battling on the boards, and it's down into the zone again. Sorry, I'm zoomed in way too much here. There we go. Puck bouncing around in front of Victoria. Finally dug away by Williams. Williams backhand, can't clear it out. Stopped by 14. Williams using a little body on the boards. 14 puts it in behind the net and wide. Now here nobody. In the slot. Number 3 is going to have a shot. Point blank on Victoria. She makes the save while down on her knees. Now cleared down all the way. This could go for icing. It does. So 7:25 left runtime, second period. Face-off will come all the way back into the Wild Zone. This is the Four Nations Cup tournament in Kelowna. Kelowna, as we drove into town, there's a big, nice little rockery that says Kelowna. Tournament capital of Canada. So I guess they have a few tournaments here. One of them being the Four Nations Cup. You've got basically the women's Olympic teams, if you want to look at it that way. 4 national teams, Canada, US, Sweden, and Finland, all women, playing each other for, I'm guessing, a gold medal. In fact, puck comes across the crease, popped in there. Nothing Victoria could do about that one. Puck came across the corner, through the crease. You saw it. And if you're watching Chrome, you can rewind it and put it in slow motion, although it's not one of our goals. So that would just be sadistic of you at this point. It's 6-0 for Kelowna. Looks like 6.5 minutes left to play in the second period. Runtime now. Clark winds up for the face-off. And it gets by her. 17 moving into the corner. A player with her shirt tucked in, so I can't see who. Oh, it's Clark. She falls down in behind the net. Puck right on Victoria, a foot away, and the whistle's blown. Not sure if it was covered or no, it's not covered. I think the referee just lost sight of it. Players go for a change. So right after this game, we'll be going back to the hotel. We'll force the girls to shower. And then we'll be going, I think at 1 o'clock, we'll be going to a game of US versus Sweden. That'll be a thrill for the American girls. Amanda wins that face-off. But Blue recovers. 13, shot off of a stick blade. And Victoria has to adjust mid-shot, make that save. 5:34 left to play in the second period. 6-0 Kelowna, if you're just joining us. Williams out there to take the face-off against number 7. Williams wins this one again, pokes it forward, but it does get all the way back to 17 with a little help from her right winger. 7, long shot high, that goes wide. Williams will put this one off of a skate and finally out. Back in her own zone behind her net, I believe that's number 2. We'll find out. It is. Off the boards, Robert tries to stop it, can't. Martin puts it back in for Roberts. Roberts takes a swing at it. Now cleared out again. There's Spencer. Williams has it. Williams for Roberts. Robert can't get to it. Roberts can't get to it. Now up the middle. Funfar working in the neutral zone as well. That puck is finally dumped into the Wild zone. Martin will gather it behind her own net, misses that, and it stays in the corner. 2 Kelowna players on it. 1 on the sideboards now. Williams presses against her, and it gets out. Funfar giving chase. Kelowna calmly gathers it up, but Funfar gets a piece of it with her skate. Another inch or two, and that thing bounces forward, and Funfar has a shot. Lots of good hustle from the Wild here, especially being down 6-0 at this point. Really easy to give up in a game like this. But the Wild showing no signs of it with 3 games ahead of them in this tournament. 16 brings it across the line. Shot wide. 4 in the corner. Trying to clear it out. Now Martin puts it off the boards. Funfar digging at it there, taken away. In front, point blank shot. Victoria saves the backhand. Now rebound, and I want to say that's Spencer tying up the man. It was. Excuse me, tying up the woman. Swing and a miss by Roberts, but it gets out of the zone. Blue has to reset. Up the boards, Fun Far giving chase. And no icing here. Linesman saying that Panda, hard chase in there. She intercepts it, or rather Fun Far intercepts it, gives it to Panda. Panda shoots, but can't get that through to the net. That'll be cleared all the way down. That will be icing. No ice. They waved it off even though across the line. Okay. Being very liberal with letting these icing calls go here, these refs are. Off the side of the net. Back to the point. 5 winds up. Shoots it into Victoria. She holds it. She'll freeze that one for a face-off with just over 2.5 minutes left in the second period. In behind the net. Clark going for it there. Taken away. Cleared in again, and Haller with the deflection. Keeps that from being a shot through to the net. Out to the point, kept in by Blue. Haller once more, trying to dig that out. It's stuck in somebody's feet, and Colgan will clear, not Colgan, excuse me, Congo will clear that down the ice. Retrieved by 5. 5's got some wheels. Instead, she manages to ice this one. Let's see if they do call this one. They do, so a face-off down in front of the Kelowna goalie. Just over 1:41 to play in the second period. Line change here for the Wild. And we'll zoom out since we're going to be down here for a couple of seconds. Face-off should be on the other side, but linesman indicated near side, which makes it better for us. You can take a look at the girls. Directing traffic out there is Elliott. Elliott playing right wing here. Clark on the face-off, trying to put this forward to the net. Colgan swipes at it, but falls. And Blue will try and clear this. They do. Clark stops that on the sideboards. Clark trying to put it back into the zone. It is. 17. Stopped by Martin. Martin at her own line. 2 players on her. Martin still with it and clears it down into the zone. No icing on this. Blue should be able to get to this pretty easily. They do. 17, trying to clear it out. Clark trying to take it away from her. Clark falls down. 17 gets past. 18. Moving up the middle, taken away. And Clark might get a breakaway here. Clark just mugged. And this will be a penalty. Yep. Yep, 17 going for a trip. So Olivia Martin gets the penalty draw. 21 seconds left. They've stopped the time for this penalty. Interesting to see whether this will be a 2 or 3 minute penalty, because it is run time right now. I don't know what it's going to be in the third period. They are giving them 3 minutes of power play advantage. So, back in the Kelowna zone, Williams will get a chance for a face-off with 21 seconds left here in this middle stanza. Won that time by Kelowna. They try and clear it up, but it's kept in by Martin. Martin across for Elliott. Goes just under her stick. Hard shot off the boards and out. This should expire the period. 11 seconds left. Martin might have time for a rush. Colgan rushing out of the zone so she won't be offside. This will end things. End of the second period. Score 6-0 Kelowna. But the Wild with an opportunity here. 2:39 left on the power play going into the third period.